Hi, welcome to my strategic leadership interview for Management 5400. I recently met Carol Ann through the company Sage Medic, who I am now currently working for. As a favor to the CEO of Sage Medic, Carol Ann agreed to utilize her experience as a talent recruiter to speak with potential candidates about the position, as well as contact their references. What was supposed to be a 15-minute phone call ended up being an hour-long conversation. In this conversation, I learned a lot about her. I was impressed with her story, success, and beliefs of positive energy. I really enjoyed our conversation, and she inspired me to start reading the book she mentioned. She also mentioned to me about her experiences and road to where she is today. I was curious to know more about her thoughts on strategic leadership. This prompted me to ask her a few weeks later if she would be willing to answer some questions about her leadership, and she happily agreed. Carol Ann is a senior-level executive recruiter, is the CEO of Wentworth Executive Recruiting. She has more than 20 years of hands-on experience as an executive recruiter, business owner, teacher, and mentor. Carol Ann's ability to connect with people is key in her success as a leader in her industry and community. Carol Ann has worked her way up from an entry-level position and has succeeded in all ventures she does. She has owned a model and talent search agency, owned a coffee shop. She was the CEO of 2 chambers of commerces in Woodland Hills and Sausalito. She has written a book on career planning. In 2013, North Bay Networking Community named her Person of the Year. In addition to her wealth of experience in leadership roles, she is an active member in the community. She participates in education programs at Stanford. She is a member of the Professional in Energy of San Francisco chapter. She was the team mom of the Marin Rowing Association's varsity boys team and is part of the Keiretsu Forum Angel Investors. She answered the organizational issue questions in regards to the company Wentworth Executive Recruiting, whom she is currently CEO for. Wentworth Executive Recruiting is a company that recruits high-level executive positions for companies. Her position is mainly focused on attracting and retaining talent for these types of positions. Her approach is very personalized, and she makes sure that the talent she represents to her clients are aligned with the opportunity, mind, body, and soul. She taps into this by having in-depth interviews with people, first learning about what is important to them when considering a new career, how active they are, if health is an important issue, and what type of spirit and energy they have. In being thorough, she receives great feedback from the talent and clients she works with. She surpasses other companies because she listens and cares passionately about making the right connection for the company as well as the candidate. She understands that this is a life-changing experience to help someone secure a career and not just a job. When asked if Wentworth Executive Recruiting should make any changes, faces any barriers, and how they deal with employees, she explained that she would not change anything because she's been doing this personalized process for 25 plus years and it's very successful for her. She also explained that the organization is small, so there's really no communication issues or barriers that they face. And as for employees, when she contracts people to help with major projects, she makes sure to not micromanage. She checks in with them and lets them run their own projects. She also sends inspirational emails and phone calls to encourage success. Carol Ann's approach on decision making. She explains that each decision is weighed out according to the wants of client, timelines, and the ability to deliver. Strategic decisions are just that, very well thought out decisions, and gut feelings come into play when she sees red flags on a project. Her methods for evaluating personal assumptions and biases when making decisions are to stay neutral and non-emotional about a project so that she does not make assumptions or have biases. By remaining neutral, she does not miss out on unique searches. When asked if she has ever made a decision that did not produce the result she intended, she explained that part of being a business owner and entrepreneur is that you must take risks and manage the outcome. She has not engaged on some searches due to timing and that they were contingency requests for services as opposed to being retained. One such company was in the robotics and AI space. Had she had the time to do the search, she states she would have enjoyed the research in working in this space. Carol Ann believes that the most effective way to communicate overall strategy is to keep open lines of clear communication with no hidden agendas or hidden intentions. The power between her and her partner is equal. Decisions are made between them. Wentworth Executive Recruiting maintains loyalty, trust, and participation of clients and talent and employees affected by the organization because her and her partner lead by example with integrity, clarity, and pure intention for success for everyone they work with and meet along the way. The factors that contribute to Carol Ann's success and performance at Wentworth Executive Recruiting and in general is being genuine, authentic, and transparent. She explains that her management style is to empower, collaborate, with the ability to listen and hear what may not be said, taking an intuitive approach. Loving what she does is what motivates her to spend additional hours. She has never regretted taking this position or such responsibility because she is grateful every day to do what she does. It fits her personality, and she's not an 8-to-5 type person and never has been. The sacrifice, though, is that she must be available 24/7 for her client. And she justifies to herself the time spent away from home and personal life is that it's the trade-off you must learn to manage for having your own company. And luckily she works for her home office, which makes it a little bit easier for her. The advice Carol Ann has on leadership is that the 3 top competencies a firm should look for when hiring a CEO is to look for integrity in all they do, authenticity, and a skill set that aligns with the position and company. Some common mistakes that she sees upcoming managers make are not taking the time to really connect with their candidates and hires. They are not present or conscious. They are just looking to fill a position. Taking the time to hire better can correct these issues to improve the performance. This will be a win-win for the company and candidate. The advice she would give someone going into a management position for the first time is to set ego aside. Be confident in what you do, but be a sponge to learn. Listen and collaborate all you can. Be of service to the company you are working with and for. Carol Ann keeps up with technological leaps by making time daily to read various online platforms that will educate her on technology. She's also a passionate reader of business books and has an 18-year-old son that was born wired into all these conversations, and he keeps her tuned in on it. When asked how her organization adapts to change, she explains that by being aware that change is inevitable is important, and to not emotionally react when change does occur, understanding the shift and guiding it so that it will not be disruptive to a process. Also, daily meditation, working out, and eating a clean diet keeps anxiety and stress away, so when change occurs, one can move through it all with grace. The biggest risk Carol Ann had to take for herself and the company was walking away from a position that guaranteed a base salary. It was the best decision she ever made to start her own executive search firm. She has been blessed with amazing clients and candidates to place with her clients. When asked about egos, she explains that egos are what will derail people in their life. She sees it all the time. People with the most impressive degrees from Ivy schools get caught up in their pedigree and what they think they should be, and yet they can't hold a job or find what makes them happy to be successful. She has seen a healthy ego that has confidence but not arrogance, the best kind to have because they come to their careers being mindful and with an approach on how they can serve the company. The universe loves this type of approach, as opportunities will show up for the people when they trust the process. When they relax into their career search and when they do their homework for themselves, mind, body, and soul, the career will appear. In closing, Carol Ann shared one of her favorite quotes. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. The teacher for her over the years has always been a new book. She explains how amazing it is that she might be interested in a topic, for example, how the brain works with positive affirmations and manifestation. And a year ago, her goal was to read as many books on this particular topic, and they started showing up all around her. Each book came to her by way of a gift, and truly remarkable as she set her intention to read these types of books. Her vision of this was clear, and her passion for understanding this conversation deeper happened due to these books. And she enjoys helping people on their journeys. It is a rewarding field that she feels blessed to work in. There are challenges and entertaining days when a search will shift out from under you. But at the end of the day, when she identifies that she has been a connector of people for 35 plus years, she realizes she is blessed to do what she showed up to do in this lifetime. Thank you for listening to my strategic leadership interview with Carol Ann.